Alright, hey, what's up guys? It's Blackout XDD here. I changed my username from Blackout Aviations to Blackout XDD. Don't worry about that, it's irrelevant to this video. I'm going to show you guys how to set up any controller, like an Xbox 360 controller. And I'm going to show you guys how to set it up so it can run Toontown, like this. Oh wait, I have to be clicked in the game. That's probably something you should do. So this makes me go forward, this stops all movement, this makes me turn, stops all movement. Of course you have to have this. This is jump, this is like down here. This will show my tasks if I do it right. It shows my tasks, and then the other one shows the gags if I show them right. Nope, doesn't want to work. That's great. Anyways, it does work, but I'm just not used to doing it, you know, upside down and sideways. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up like any controller. I'm pretty sure it works with Wii controllers, I'm pretty sure it works with Xbox One controllers, I'm pretty sure it works with even dance pads if you want to. I'm not sure why you want to, but that'd be fun to watch. So, first, you need to go to a website that link is going to be in the description, where you download. It's keysticks.net if you don't want to look in the description. Alright, so when you go to keysticks.net, you will have a little download button right here, and you click download. It looks like it's one of those ads, but it's not. It's actually the real thing. You gotta minimize your Toontown, of course, and you have your edgy motherboard background. I made a folder. You don't actually need a folder to download it into. You can just run the exe file. So you press keep, run the exe. It'll say this, that, about you need to run out the administrator or something like that. You'll say, this instead will say install keysticks, and then you'll say next, all that stuff, agree to the terms, all that stuff. It'll create a desktop icon. For me it says repair or remove because I already have it installed. Once you have the desktop icon, you will right click it, go to properties, and go to compatibility, down to run this program as administrator and run this program in compatibility for Windows 8. This assures that it works across other windows, not just clicked into the single window itself. Now you won't need this website at all anymore because the rest of it is actually really self-explanatory. You don't need that. So what you need is, it should open up something like this. If it doesn't, and it only opens this, then just choose edit the current profile. It'll open up this window here, and then you click which button you want to assign. You click that, you click edit, and then after edit you say, let's say this one is for alt. So alt throws pi. Alt is like the action key. So I said type of action, you want to type the key, just one single press. Type key means one single press. So like, you'll only throw one pi, you'll go, and it won't hold down the key, it'll just do one press. So you select type key. The key to type, you want left alt, because that's what throws the pi in Altus. Then you press update, and go over here and press apply, and on your controller it should say alt right here. You do that for most of the other things that you want to only be pressed one time, like spacebar, right here, this is my end movement button. The end movement button you want to be only pressed one time. So you'll set this to, again, edit, and you'll put it as, this one's going to be release key, because you want it to release the WASD or up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow that you were pressing down. So I made it so it releases W, S, A, and D all at the same time once I press X on my controller, right here. So that's what this is mandatory, because otherwise you will not stop moving. You need a key that releases all of your movements. except for spacebar, because spacebar, of course, we set it up so that it only is typed one time. But these keys, like WASD, need to match in game. You have your settings, right? Sorry, your settings, your controls, and your keybinds. So it's automatically up arrow, left arrow, down arrow, right arrow. I set it to WASD if I didn't want to use a controller. So my keybinds for my controller are set to WASD as well. So on these, I made it so it says press down the key. Press down the key of W. That will make it so that it goes forward until I press my X key, which releases W. So you're going to make that for the up, the left, the right, and the down. Make sure you don't get the A and the D mixed up. Otherwise you'll go inverted ways. I made it so that automatically the second joystick controls my mouse for me. It even controls it out of game. So it controls my mouse. I set it so that this bumper, the first bumper, clicks one time. This is useful for choosing a gag, something like that. The trigger, the first trigger, holds down the mouse button until I release it with the second trigger. So this lets me grab a window if I can do that. It's actually kind of difficult because my sensitivity is so high. So this holds it down until I release with this, which lets me actually, there you go. That's what that does. So, and I did not figure out how to slow it down, the actual movement of the mouse itself. So I don't care about that. I set my second bumper to escape. Not needed at all. I set the pause button to escape, and you only want it to be pressed one time, so you select type a key, and the key to type is escape. I set my D-pad on the left to be home, so I can look at my gags. And again, this is a press down. This is a press down because you want to see it. You want to see it until you don't want to see it anymore, if that makes sense. So you want it to toggle. And then I made it so that the right one is end, so I can see my tasks. And this is, again, a press down. And the cancellation for these two is down on the D-pad, which releases both end or home, whichever one is used right now. The next thing, actually, I believe that's all. That's on my game controller. And so what that looks like in game, let's see. So there's the game controller. You don't have to show it. It doesn't have to be anywhere on the screen. You can minimize it, but it lets the stream, if you're streaming, it lets the stream see what is being used. See how it's yellow down there when I'm using this. Where is it? This. When I'm using this, it turns yellow, so the stream can see that you're actually using a controller. This over here, it'll turn yellow, and of course we have to stop that with X. You can go forward, and it stays going forward until you press X. This right here, that didn't work. See, it stays up until you press down, and this one is our tasks until you press down, and that is how I set up my controller. With a gamepad or a Wii controller or a dance controller, I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing. The software should be able to recognize all of those. If it doesn't, try to find another software. But all I know is that controllers, PS4 controllers, Xbox controllers, all those controllers work. Whether it works with Wii, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can even connect a Wii controller, but you can always try.